Hi, I'm Melanie Fine, and I'm here with James Foo Torres. And James Foo Torres is a PR expert, and I wanted to talk to him about who he is and how he got started doing this.
So thanks, Melanie, for having me here. This is a great opportunity, and I'm super glad to be here. Everything starts by me, I'm coming from Puerto Rico, originally from Puerto Rico, and I got recruited with the Air Force, and that's how I came here. I became completely bilingual, and I came here to become independent and looking for a way to find a purpose, like what do I have to do in life? And I used the military to build my character and build my expertise in becoming independent. And that's when I was in my last year of the military, I was looking for, okay, I used this, I'm happy that I served, but now I want to look for something else. Like, this is not it. I want to look for something else. Then I want to start my own business, and I didn't know what vehicle to use. I was just like, what vehicle can I use that will fit my lifestyle and will help me impact as many people as possible? And then that's when I invested in our coaching program to start learning about SEO, lead generation, and PR. And when I started learning about that, PR was really the thing that stood out the most, because it generated the most amount of responses. And me personally, I was like, I want to be featured in Forbes. Mm-hmm. I want to be featured in the media. I want to be in TV. I want to be doing all these things. So my idea was to create a path of freedom and impact for myself, and then be able to sell or teach that to others. And that was my inspiration to get into PR.
What was it that do you think about PR that specifically spoke to you as opposed to these other methods that you learned as well?
What I liked about PR was that it wasn't about necessarily about selling. It's about storytelling. It's about being relatable, mm-hmm. being somebody that is trustworthy. Because when you're featured in the media, in publications, podcasts, and TV that people already know, like, and trust, then it's like a referral. And the fact that you're not going on an angle of, I just want to sell people, I just want to tell people my story, mm-hmm. so people can learn and relate to it. And then that's how I drive into me. And then from there it's a more pleasant conversation, because people don't feel like they're being sold. They're just getting to know you. And then mm-hmm. after you have the right conversations, that's how you can then turn those people into clients. But it's leading with value. It's leading with the storytelling, which we're, as humans, we're storytellers. We're natural storytellers. That's how we learn everything. That's how we pass on so much information. So that's why I like this so much, because it's natural. Like, everybody likes to hearing a good story. So that's why I like to tell the story of businesses, because people don't buy into a business just because of the service. People buy into it because they relate to you. They like the purpose of the brand, and they feel like you are the right person for them, because there's a lot of people doing the same thing nowadays. So right, it's hard to be unique. It's a personal
connection, right? When is the right time in a business to bring in PR? Is it when it's just starting out? Like, if you had X amount of budget to divide between, let's say, PR and marketing, right, or running ads or something like that, what would you recommend to someone who was thinking about marketing and PR and trying to decide which one is better?
So, first of all, they come hand in hand.
Right.
And what we're doing with our clients right now is that we're focusing on PR as the main marketing strategy, because that way we start with the right newsworthy content that's timely, that it's teaching people something, so it's adding value, and then you get the right message mm-hmm. out there and building trust. So everything is starting to get people to know, like, and trust you. Then business comes after. So that's why we're making PR our main marketing strategy, and then using marketing like paid ads or just social media distribution in general for making the most out of PR. So when you get featured in the media, you get in publications, podcasts, and TV, using that as your creative to your paid ads and as your creative for your social media profiles, that's what has turned out to be the best ROI and the best way to impact as many people as possible in a positive way, by telling stories and things that are engaging and entertaining. It doesn't have to be just like focus on the service or product that you are offering. Mm-hmm.
And so if someone wanted to get started with some kind of PR strategy, just to get their feet wet in PR, what would you recommend?
So I recommend to start by making sure that your branding and your message is very clear.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't want to start doing PR and then having to change your message, and it's like, oh, you have all this PR, and PR is something that is supposed to be meant to be evergreen.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not something that you just want to, like an ad, oh, I want to just do this ad, this funnel, and then I can just do another funnel. You have to think that you're ready for PR when you know that you're committed to your message, and look, I'm going to go 100% in this, I'm going to focus into this, let's do PR because this is a meaningful thing. It's not something that you're just trying out. So first, have a proof of concept. Make sure your messaging is right, your branding is right, so that way you don't have to be changing your logo and stuff, and then like different articles say different things. So that's what I would say look for before starting PR.
Yeah, it's very interesting because most of us end up in businesses that are not the ones we started at, right? So it's good to have figured that out, have done the businesses that work, that failed, the ones that you're piecing together into where you're really going to, I guess, plant your flag, so to speak, right? Mm-hmm. And then PR is a strategy. Now people, I imagine that you would want people to have a running and working business at that point, not just a concept.
Definitely, and there is PR can be done on every stage, but then it's all about strategy.
Right.
Having the right strategy that fits where you at with your business at the moment, because you can be just starting, and just something as simple as having a new website or just announcing that you have a new business, you can do a press release, and that is PR, right? But it's not, oh, let me go try to pitch Forbes or try to pitch like TV when I'm just starting out, right? Unless you have the cure of cancer or something, right? Like if you have something like very innovative, but there is a PR strategy for every business at every stage. It's just, where are you? How much budget you have that you can allocate? Because some people, you can start a new venture, but then you already have money, so that's a different story. Because you already have that, and especially if you come with success, you probably have already the basis of business on how to succeed. It's just a new venture.
Right.
So that's what I have to say about like when to start or what's the requirements that you need. It's just all about strategy, and it's very personal to the brand, because every brand is very different. They have different budgets, different purposes, different ways that they want to deliver their message.
And what would you say to the business owner who doesn't think they have a story? Like, they're running a business. How do you help them find that story?
Everybody has a story. Everybody has a story. We all, if we've been here up until this point, like if you're old enough to have lived many experiences, you have a story. And when I ask people, and I've been changing this in the language, it's like, do you have something newsworthy? And people are like, oh, I don't think I have nothing newsworthy. And then I've been changing that. It's like, no, just give me facts. I'll make it newsworthy.
Right.
And that's a big part of PR. I force my clients in a way to get with their messaging right, and really get, okay, what's my purpose? Like, what's the end result of what is that I want accomplished? And that's something that is very cool, because having a lot of business owners, they are like, okay, like I already have like how to do the client acquisition this way, it's working, and everything is very systematic. And then when I come in, I help them to find way more like even enjoyment in what they're doing, because now I'm not just trying to sell my services, I'm just trying to tell my story and get people to relate to me, to know, like, and trust me. And then from there comes the business. So I heard a lot of people that are just very like technical and operational, and take that creative side and more innovative and more like media friendly, let's say. Right.
So you said something interesting, because you said that PR is something that you have to have your story, your message, you have to have that sort of like written in stone, ready to do PR. But what you're telling me actually is you're ready at any point when they come talk to you. You help them create that story and create that branding and create that messaging, even if they don't know what it is, because those are the stories that will fly, for lack of a better metaphor.
Definitely. So there's two different stages, right? Like if you are willing to rebrand,
Uh-huh.
that's one thing. We can come in and then, okay, let's do a rebrand, and now we start a PR campaign to announce that rebrand. And then when you are like, okay, I want to go gas to the metal, or metal to gas to the pedal, like
Pedal to the metal.
pedal to the metal. That's what I wanted to say. Pedal to the metal. I'm
Right.
not great at this in my English sayings, but that's different. Like, we already have something that, okay, this is working. I have a fire started. Now I just want to put more fuel. So and everything comes down to strategy again, right? It's like, that's why I say, like, if you want to go full PR, like, just want to go impact millions, I already have something good, I just want more people to know about it, then that's one strategy. If you want to come in and it's like, look, I'm willing to open up into a new messaging, a new logo, a new like slogan even, then that's something that else that we can help with. And everything is based on writing very good quality content, and then that's how we get the attention of the media. It's not because we're forcing things that don't belong. It's more like we get with you, we find that is timely, interesting, and is teaching something, is giving value, and that's we strategically position in front of the right people, and that's how we get results.
Anything else you want to add before we finish up today?
One thing that I want to add is very important for me. I'm going very hard now with the podcast. The Strategic Advisor Board, it's the main like podcast name, and then we have different segments of it. And I have my own segment, which is Moments with Foo, and in there I am bringing very interesting people to share that. First, it starts with like the intro, what you do and why. I love doing that why, because that's what we use for PR. Giving advice to the audience, share a challenge that they have that taught them something, so then they can help others to maybe avoid that, or if they are in this situation, they can know how to solve it now.
Right.
And also to just give perspective to people. Hey, look, I'm bringing all these successful people, but they struggle a lot, and they wasn't here just by luck, and I love sharing that journey, and I do it in 15 to 25 minutes, so it's very like value packed. You come here, who you are, background, get the advice, and then go. And that has been amazing way to lead with value with people. And then when I bring them in and they get this great experience, it's like, oh my God, like, you're so amazing, like, what else do you have, right? And those things, and I love that, because it's so like multi-purpose, and I then can leverage it to help me and help them to be omnipresent through the media and social media.
Fabulous. Well, thanks for spending the time sitting with me and talking about James Foo Torres.
Or Foo.
Or Foo.
Yeah, that's how I like to be called. First part of my last name. Thanks for taking the time to doing this interview. I really enjoyed it, and I think there's a lot of value in here.